everyone, Green Bay Greg here. Today I'm going to talk to you about my first experience purchasing a home prior to me having my real estate license. And it's really important that I share this with you because it's stuff that's still going on in today's real estate world, and I want you to be educated on some of the basic principles, and I want to share with you my story on what went wrong so you can make sure that you get the proper representation that you need. When I went to purchase my first duplex about 6 years ago, I found a realtor that I thought I could trust, one that was going to help me find properties and such. What ended up happening is I did a lot of the searching myself, which is fine. I'm okay with that. And with the internet today, you can sit in your underpants and find properties easy. It's not a problem. But I did most of the work from the searching standpoint, found the property I wanted to find, and then we went out and looked at 4 properties I wanted to look at. One of those made sense for me and my first investment property here in Green Bay, and I kind of fell in love with the property a little bit, and I decided that, hey, I wanted to make an offer on this property. This is where it all went downhill, in my opinion, as far as purchasing a property. I asked my realtor, hey, how do I negotiate on this property? How do I know I'm not paying too much for this property? I asked direct questions to my agent, and I really got the same answer over and over again. Greg, if you want this property, you got to make sure you bring your best foot forward. If you made an offer that you'd be sad that you lost the property, you didn't offer too much. This kind of talk, nonsense. And I kept hearing it again and again, and I kept asking questions. Well, how do I negotiate? How do you help? How can you help me? And it just seemed like he was feeling like he was being belittled, like he didn't want to answer the question. So what I did is I ended up purchasing the property. I was a young, naive home buyer, and I realized, well, I guess I need to, bring my best foot forward. The reality of the situation is, after I got my real estate license, I realized that you can represent somebody as a buyer and or a seller. Now, for instance, I was going to come sell your house. You had a house that I was going to come sell. I'd pull all the comparable information on that home for the last 6 months to see what other homes like that have been selling. We look at other in-depth market data to determine what we need to price the house at to sell. That information, if I'm representing you as a buyer, you're privy to that. But if you're not, and if your agent's just representing the seller, they're not going to share any of that. They're not even supposed to help you negotiate or help you analyze data. So it's important that you understand the differences, 2 different ways a realtor can work for you. And when I got in the real estate game, I realized the one commitment that I was going to make to everyone is that I, at the very minimum, explain and educate my clients on the process and how we can work for each other. But sadly, I still see that stuff's not going around. I've heard stories. I've dealt with clients that were working with other agents, and they're not explaining how we can actually work for them. So it's important that you know that. And if you have any questions, you can definitely give me a call, 920-215-1637. Hope you got some value out of this experience that I shared with you.